Hey guys. So I'm really glad we're here. We're in the Star Citizens Hangar Module now. And this is the most basic of hangars with the most basic of ships. Anyway, I promised I'd show this off in August, and I'm sorry I'm a little late, but you'll see why. I'm late because well, there's a lot to be done in this video and a lot of editing to do, etc. But the reason being that I'm not just going to do the Aurora and this hangar. I'm doing all the hangars and not all the variants of the ships, even though I could. I'm just going to do all the ships. So the first hangar is this. Pretty small, pretty shitty. There's not a lot to do in it, although there's not a lot to do in any hangar. And you know, it's just this, and it's cool. I mean, wow, I say shitty, but it's still pretty cool to see. Although a few people have probably apparently met their demise. And then you can see your feet, which is fantastic. And remember, this is very alpha, very pre-alpha. So it's not gonna be perfect. There's gonna be a lot of glitches and stuff like that one you might have noticed over there, which is why I am anxious to get out of this hangar as quickly as possible. Yeah, there's a ladder and some catwalks missing, and there's this entire wall is gone. Anyway, here's the Aurora. This is the ship you get if you pay $30 to $40. You get the Aurora, and I pay $40 if I get the Aurora, and then I've got other ways of getting around stuff that lets me see the other ones. So, anyway, here you are. This is the Aurora. Let's go ahead and open up. Okay, or don't. There you go. Now you have two options for getting into the ship. You can either do this, which takes too long and I hate it, but you got to do that on a lot of other ships. Or you can just do what I just did, just run right up. And you've got your, you've got your ship here. You got what looks like would be another door, but it isn't exactly. These annoying things that clip whenever you do anything that shouldn't even be there. Even though they are part of the mechanism, I hate them. And then here's our nice leather seats and a lot of clipping. So we're just going to look up and pretend it's not happening. And here we are. In our cockpit, you can see all this ship opens up for us when we sit down. And we use Q and E, we can move this one. And we use W, A, S, and D, and we can move that one. And that glitch also happens. There's a lot of weird stuff. I don't even understand why anything is tethered to this, but it is. Anyway, so you can see that, like, my feet moving down there, depending on what direction I'm moving. Yeah, and excuse my voice, by the way, I'm kind of, yeah. So anyway, this is essentially it, and you can see all these nice HUDs, but here's what happens when we close it. I don't understand why his hand stays that way. That animation is just a little flawed, but still, it's a very nice ship. I actually wouldn't have a problem with it, and I shouldn't have a problem with it because it's the only ship I actually own right now. And I'm not going to mind flying around the galaxy in this. I really like the cockpit. It's nice. I don't like that. You can see there the HUD is just, or not the HUD, but the. I guess I'll sit back down to show you this. So you see these two screens. On each of them they have their own little thing, but not exactly. They're actually just reversed, and it's kind of lazy. Because, and I also forgot to do something, that's why I sat back down. Because they're just reversed. They're the same thing, but reversed, so you've got like backwards 4750 right there. It's just weird. Let's see, what else we got. Press F1 to go into third person. Obviously if we were flying this would matter. And you can change your view like that. And by pressing B, I'll put you here. Oh, I actually have a soul now. Didn't know. His eyes weren't there before. Anyway, then you press B, and that'll put you here, and you can press K, and that'll move you around. So it's interesting that I have pupils on my character now, because I didn't before. So this is very strange. Very new. I am not used to this. Anyway, so I can zoom out and you can see that stupid little horrible glitch going on over there. Another lazy thing I noticed while I was looking around, because I spent quite a bit of time here, is that on this side, it's not exactly lazy, it's just odd. Industry Space Roberts. Okay, and if you don't know, it's Robert Space Industries. as indicated by RSI, but it's that. It's just weird. I don't know how you do that, but yeah, there's a lot of details here. It's really nice. I mean, honestly, I haven't really seen too many problems aside from the obvious ones over there. But there's a lot of detail on everything, and currently I have my graphics set to low because I shouldn't. They actually shouldn't be, because I was having trouble in the business hangar. It was really, really laggy in there. So, yeah. Here's your character. It's really amazing textures, and seriously, there's just so much detail in these characters. It's crazy, and I actually hate how this character looks, but it's not a problem of models, it's just that I don't like how he looks. But you see all this detail on everything, all the clipping, it's great. But all the detail, like on the seatbelt there, just so textured, it's really amazing. They've really gone out of their way. So I'm thinking this is looking really good for the game. So we'll close up our joysticks here. And the last thing I can really do with the Aurora is, well, actually, that is the Aurora. Oh, well, look down. That's great. Textures. Anyway, last thing. Yes. Bed clip. I get to go to the bed. It's awesome. I actually was really excited when I found out that you could go in the bed here. So, this is, just lying in the bed. And I'm just thinking about what space is going to look like this. Just being able to look up and see the stars and, like, planets and stuff while you're, like, maybe slowly drifting in the Aurora. It's going to be nice. And it's the only bed I found accessible so far. And there's the inside of my body. Anyway, only bed I found accessible so far in any ship. I don't even know if there is a bed in some of these ships. But that one's the accessible one, so you can see what sleeping is going to be like. So, there you go. That's the Aurora. But what's left to do in this hangar is we have this. Really nice HUD system that will let you upgrade and downgrade your ships. And if you have several ships in a hangar, it'll let you change the guns between them. And remember, if you have several ships in a hangar, it'll just expand the hangar itself. So here we are. Let's see what you've got is, and I'm surprised I haven't fixed that patch yet, but I guess Labor Day they weren't going to work. So you hold tab and it'll bring out this, and this is your, your CryEngine, because this is on CryEngine, just in case you didn't know. You'll bring out your CryEngine cursor, and it'll let you pull out your ship like this. Well, not like that. Yes, like that. There you go. And you can see it'll spin while you're not holding tab, and you can do this from any distance. Also, there's sprinting and crouching. I should probably show you what that all looks like from third person. Sometimes your legs get a little fucked up, but you can see sprinting is sprinting like the gods, and crouching is interesting. There's all this, and then if we hold G, we can look around the character, and it'll just flash back, and then just does a lot of curving. Anyway, so we can do this from as far away as we want. We can look at all the parts. You can't read anything, but you can do it. And switch between all your parts and everything, but there we go. But it's better if we do it from up here, obviously. So your HUD is pretty cool. I mean, you can go from behind it and everything. It's a nice HUD. But here we are. You can see my ship has a STC red main engine and a power plant. And you can look at all these details too if you want. This is the M3A laser. I've got 2 of them. And that's just about everything I have. You show your weapons, it'll just show what you have for weapons, power, it'll just show your power, thrusters, etc. All your, it'll just show what you have. And I don't have any thrusters, do I? No. And cargo, which, I guess cargo is useless right now, but yeah. So anyway, and the way they're doing this hangar module is that it's, well, they're doing it so that every module is going to be released on the same launcher, and the directory you've put for Star Citizen or for the Hangar module, is eventually going to be the directory that holds Star Citizen. So they're just updating it until it's the final game. So this is basically the first release of the game. And it's not really a game, because there's very little you can do, but you know. You can jump, you can climb these ladders, even though I'm kind of afraid to, because I always get things screwed up when I try. Okay, come on, just climb it. And yeah, there were some ladder bugs, and they fixed those bugs, I think, but when they did, they screwed that up over there. And they haven't fixed it yet because it was Labor Day weekend, but yeah, you get your catwalks to look around here, and it's kind of shitty, but you can do it. And I don't want to go over there because it's just going to be nothing. Yeah. Just jump off. No fall damage, you can't die yet. So let's go through this door, and by the way, this is not how things actually work, but let's go through this door, and... Ah! Oh. Business hangar. Alright, so this is the business hangar. And in this hangar, this is the second hangar out of 3 that you can get, and no, you can't access it by going through that door, so don't think that you can. That's just something I did. Anyway, so business hangar is a nice hangar. You get these doors with these strange lifty, pulley, downy things of elevatorness, and oh yeah, gotta move like that. And they're really nice. Everything's really nice in here. It's a little laggy for me. I'm not sure if that's an issue for anyone else, and usually I would think it's just because of my system, but generally it can run just about anything, and well, it runs every other hangar and every other ship, so I don't know why. And it doesn't screw up with the 300i generally, and this is, by the way, the 300i, just the 300i. I'm not doing the variants of the Aurora, the 300 series, or anything like that, just because it's a pain in the ass, and they're all essentially the same except for hardware differences. So let's open up our 300i, and yes, it does open on both sides, and I will show you that after I've done all this stuff in here. You kind of have to actually crouch to go into it, that is if you're doing it that way, but, oh, and, yeah, okay, we climb it, takes longer, but it is, you know, you actually see that, kind of see what's going on here. So, here we go, and we've got our data bits here, our, I'm sure you've seen this. Not that. Light ASCII indicator. Interesting. No, I'm sure you've seen this, if you have seen anything about this. This shit can kill or injure personnel. Do not release shit lock while handle. No, fuck. Don't release shit lock handle when cable is disconnected. Yeah, okay. So here's the inside of our 300i. It's really nice. It's got these nice leather bits here. And the 300i is my personal favorite, I think, of all the ships in the game so far that I've seen. At first, I kind of hated it. In fact, I did a backstory for my character, and in that backstory, I wrote that I hated them because my parents died in them or something. Anyway, so here's our ship. All we can really do is, right now, we get this. We can open that. We can open this one, but I'm not going to do it yet. And we can go in the cockpit, and that's fine because I really like it. But right here looks like an access hatch. Think Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, and you've seen it, which most people have, so I expect you to. Think about the end part with Luke hanging from the spire of Bespin, on Cloud City, and they open the bit on the top of the Millennium Falcon to let him come through. That's probably what this is going to be, seeing that it's accessible from the top. So, let's go ahead and take a seat in our nice cockpit here. All this detail, I won't even be able to show you all of it. Got a different kind of handle here, nice handle. And there will be kind of different readouts if you have a different variation. So 300i is my favorite ship, and here's some of the reason why. This windshield is great. And my least favorite windshield is the Freelancer, and you'll see why later in the video, but this one's just great. I can totally see flying this way. So yeah, you get all your standard stuff, like I said before. You can see my feet moving there because I'm pressing Q and E, and you can move all this like this, and I could spend hours just pretending to fly. I feel like This is what the Hangar Module makes me feel like. I feel like I'm a kid whose father is a space pilot, and I don't have the keys to any of his ships, but I'm taking all of them, like, you know, what you might have done in the car as a kid, sitting in the front seat, pretending you're driving. While he's, like, inside, getting ready for his next mission, I'm sitting here pretending to drive. It usually ends with me ending up in the back, and him not knowing I'm there, and then he ends up in some dangerous thing, and I end up with him, and, yeah. But anyway, so, that's what this makes me feel like, a kid who's just playing around with his dad's car. And that's kind of what it's like, except, you know, this is going to be your character. I mean, not necessarily going to have, what? Oh, alright, I don't know why that happened. Probably because I'm supposed to open it from the outside. Alright. Anyway, I mean, this is going to be your character, who you are. Except for, it's not going to necessarily be this guy. Your character's not going to be this guy, but still. So you can see that the origin ship opens from both sides. You got a good view of it from up there. Not a great view. I kind of wish there was one from the front, but yeah. And the kind of thing you can. This is the easiest ship to climb, by the way. But I can't do it. You can climb all the ships, obviously, and everyone's been trying to climb every single ship, and that's been a goal, and the hardest one was the Freelancer. And actually, even though the Freelancer has a terrible windshield, it's actually my second favorite ship. So here's what I was talking about. You can access it from the top. Well, you can't exactly access it, but it's there. You get your 300i logo there, see the windshield, and this is why I love this windshield, because just look at how open and accessible it is. Yeah. And see here, there's that bit right there, which I would climb to the top of, but there's not really purpose. And that was why I didn't like the 300i in the first place, that bit there, that intake bit, but it's actually fine. So we're going to go ahead and climb up this ladder real fast, and I'll show you the third-person view. And then, something I completely forgot to do before was, I forgot to show you the menu. I meant to. Here's the menu, the Star Citizen menu, as it stands. Arbor Space Industries, Star Citizen settings, and you get your basic stuff. Star Citizen, you just get exit, key bindings, game settings, graphics settings, sound settings. And I'm not a fan of the background. It's really cool concept art, and I'm looking forward to being able to like go there, and you probably will be able to. But I just don't like it as a menu background. But that's just me. This is all my opinion and everything. So we're gonna go ahead. We're not gonna press exit, obviously. But we'll show you key bindings. These are all the key bindings they show you, and it's not all of the key bindings that there are. Like B and K, like I said before, are keys as well that do stuff, so interesting that they put them there and didn't mention why. Game settings, you got your mouse sensitivity, which I have at 17, didn't change it, invert mouse and invert controller, so you get to use your controller in this. Graphics settings, mine are on medium right now. Generally I have them on high, not on ultra, because I haven't actually tried ultra, but I just get the feeling I probably can't run it. Because I can't really run Crisis on ultra, so yeah. Full screen, yes, obviously we got resolution, full screen, quality. And sound settings, finally, we got, you know, music volume, sound volume, and video volume. I don't know what video volume means, actually, but yeah. So, that's that, and that's our 300i. I actually don't know why I didn't walk up the ladder normally, and I also don't know why I didn't actually do what I came up with to do. Alright. So, just going to go to third person, and see me getting ready there. This is all happening, it's nice. And you get all your, you know, you can look around, and this is what you'd look like, you know, to anyone else who's on your ship. It's kind of cool. It's really nice. And so, let's just zoom out a bit and get a good view on the ship. See, you can see those two open. You can't actually close any of the doors so far. And just zoom out while clipped. But, you know, you can't close any of the doors, but that's fine. It's not really like you're going to be flying yet. And all the ships are pretty large, actually. Much bigger than I thought they would be. And so, yeah, that's interesting. So, Here we go. This is the whole ship, and yeah, I guess it's just clipped back there. That's interesting. It's odd. I didn't see that before. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, there's your whole ship and the business hangar. Now, the business hangar is a little different than the other one. Well, it's very different than the other ones. But it's a little different when it comes to the customization thing. Then they each are, actually, I think the deluxe hangar might be the same. But anyway, here you go. And also, an interesting thing I like is that, think Dishonored, if you've ever played Dishonored, it kind of adjusts your crouching height to what you're trying to go under. So Dishonored would do that, and it's really nice. I really like it. It's much better than their normal, you know, the kind of thing you usually see where they give you this crouch height, and if you can't go under something with it, then too fucking bad. So here's your customization thing. You can see it's a lot nicer than the other one. And always dims the hangar. Also, I mean, everything's just about the same. I'll show you what the ship's got, though. Just got this. It's just a Dragon STC Red Main engine. It's the same engine I had before. So, yeah, that's exactly the same, and I have a lamp, because I bought a lamp. Anyway, so, let's go up these elevators, and let's go to the next hangar. Well, shall we go to the next hangar? No, but I think we'll go get a new ship in the next hangar. This hangar. It's the same hangar, but different ship, you know. Well, it's essentially the same hangar. It's in the other room. Let's go. Ah! Huh. Oh. 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 Nah. This ship. Yeah. So this is the Hornet. It's a military fighter ship, and I fucking hate it. Just my opinion, though. Really, anyone else might like it. Seriously, though, I hate it so much. It does not look right there. Anyway. Yeah. That really doesn't look right. Is that, like, not textured suddenly? No, it isn't. Alright, the textures aren't working for this one. Don't really care that much because it's already a shitty ship, but yeah, I don't know why the textures aren't working. Also, it's really off. Getting into the ship doesn't work the way it should, and this happens literally every time I've tried it. And I have tried this in different hangars, different ways. I always end up like this. This bug is here, it's not stopping, and I hate it, and I hate the ship. I don't see that? See that? What's going on? Fuck this ship so much. If you want to see this ship, you're going to have to actually look at it yourself, because I hate it so much. So much. It hurts how much I hate it. It just... God, I hate it. I don't even... Fuck that shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's just... God damn it. I didn't put that in my hangar. I don't even want that. I don't even want that piece of shit. God damn it. Shit. I don't need you. I don't need you. No one needs you. You can get other ships. Oh! God. Fucking doors. That's not a spaceship. That's a golf cart. I have a golf cart. Not sure how I feel about this. Gray cat. That's right. So this is the golf cart. It's what I'm calling the golf cart. It's the buggy. The Gray Cat PTV, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, PTV. And it's the buggy you would get if you weren't poor like me. And you can get it for any hangar, and it's just an add-on. You get to actually drive it, then the Though, if you're me, however, you don't get to drive it, you get to get in it and pretend you can drive it with beeping sounds and this is exactly what I was talking about. Feeling like you're in your dad's car, because now you are in your dad's car. And, ow! And the horn works, too. Which is great. And it also, I believe, has headlights. I'm not sure how we use them, though. Actually, I know it has headlights. And I don't know if I can put them on. Trying, though. Pressing everything but F. No, because I can't turn them on, but what I can do is... So, yeah, I'll probably have just called my dad out, he'll come and tell me to get out of the car because, I'm not big enough. I'll be mad at him, and, yeah, so that's all I can really do here. But I should have, no. It's not. I really wish there was a back out button, because getting in and out of things accidentally is really dangerous. I didn't even mean to get out of it. So anyway. See, we're sitting there driving with one hand because we're pimps. And, this is a little buggy, so it doesn't actually let me do any of the controls that were in the ship, and I can't actually do anything at all, which is a shame. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. That's essentially what the buggy is, and I just want to show you that since I didn't have one, so that if you, and it handles well because I have driven it, but it's not on mine. Point is, it's nice, and actually, I forgot to mention, if you do this, nothing will show up, just letting you know. So anyway, yeah, that's the buggy. It is not a replacement for any vehicle, so if you get the buggy, you'll, just have it, like, sitting there, and you'll get to drive around. And it's just an add-on, and it's kind of cool, but yeah. I was just showing you what it looked like, and what it looks like when you're inside of it, and you can just, I guess, gauge on that whether you want to, drive it or not. So on to the next. Oh, God. Down the stairs. If you knew there were stairs, you shouldn't have pushed me down. That was just... That probably shouldn't be in there. Alright, so this is the deluxe hangar. This one is the biggest hangar, and it will expand just like any other hangar. And it's got its own little thing, just like any other hangar. And, well, I guess we'll show you. Right here we've got the Constellation. The RSI Constellation. It's a big ship. It's probably the biggest ship that you can look at in the hangar right now. Actually, I think it's worth mentioning that the files for the Bengal carrier are there, but I just obviously couldn't try them. Well, I did try them, but I obviously can't put them in here because this hangar is part, like, essentially the Bengal carrier is the size, like, there's a hangar in it this size, so it's not something I could, it's not something that would make sense. Anyway, so there's nothing on this Constellation, but that's what it looks like, it's just all this stuff, just like any other thing. Anyway, so Constellation, but first off, here is our hangar. Nice little animations there. All this detail, this great detail that they have everywhere. And if you jump off here, you'll fuck shit up, so I'm not going to. Yep. It's here. Nice, huge view if the Constellation was down there, which it usually would be. Yeah, a really nice view. So the method I'm using makes it so it's not there. But anyway, you got just this nice, balcony here, and just this hallway, and yeah, cool stuff. And if it were bigger, then it would have something on the other side of this, but you can see that it doesn't. And I don't know why that pillar is separated there, but that's something it shouldn't be, because if you were on the other side, it wouldn't be there. So you can't jump over this railing, by the way. I tried so hard to kill myself because my character's just so sad because he's stuck in this place for all eternity. Oh, there we go. There we go. Here's our huge-ass ship, the Constellation. Just like every other ship, it's much bigger than I thought it was. I once built it in StarMade, and when I did, it actually turned out really close to what it ended up looking like. But more than anything else, when I built it, I was very surprised to see, when I actually came here, that this is so much bigger. It's like the proportion was all wrong. Anyway. So here we are. This is what the ship ultimately ended up looking like. What they were originally going to do ended up looking a little different than what they actually did. Back here's the bathroom, but you can't go in it, and I'll show you it when we're in the cockpit. And back here you've got your storage stuff. It looks like these could be beds or storage, unsure. Those are obviously storage. And you've got some lights that would obviously be able to be turned on. Well, maybe not obvious, maybe they'd always be on. Then you got some readouts here, and right here is the P-52 Merlin, which is a little tiny ship. It's in there. It's actually not that tiny. It's essentially like a Hornet that you get to fly, and it's pretty cool, except it's not shitty like the Hornet is. And you can see in there, it's already got all its shit done. It's actually, the full model is in there, fully textured and everything, but you can't do anything with it. So yeah, here's all your stuff. It's cool. We got these doors, which would be for boarding, generally, but they're not, functional right now. You got your table, which they were planning on doing, and, all this stuff here. Oh, that's right, just go down. And this would be how you go down, just as we came up. And, see all your normal board and stuff. There's a lot of boarding stuff, actually, it's nice. It's an RSI brand ship, as you can see. And right here, this is your lower turret. This would be where, you just come down here and you'd sit, and then you'd be like, you shoot stuff. It would probably go down, though, I expect. And then there's your top turret, which we obviously can't access right now, but through the power of pressing buttons, I've managed to do it. So, you got 3 chairs up here for 3 pilots. You can only access one of them right now, unlike the Freelancer, in which you can actually access both the cockpit of the pilot and the co-pilot, which is nice. This is also a nice windshield, and I'm wondering how it'll actually work. I mean, obviously, I don't think it's going to have this when you're actually flying it, because that would just be stupid. There would be no way to fly at all. And so you can see it kind of takes up this whole front area, and it makes me feel like it's probably kind of dangerous, because, at least in StarMade it was, when I had it, because it was just the entire front was made of glass, and glass is obviously much weaker than metal. So, getting shot at there would kind of, from any angle got you fucked, but with enough shields it didn't, and so I'm assuming they're probably just going to have the same kind of thing here. And by the way, I'm talking about StarMade a lot because I really want to play it right now, because I was playing it a lot earlier, and I've played definitely well over, 4 days total of that, and, well over that many hours. I recommend that game if you're looking forward to Star Citizen. It's a infinite open universe, multiplayer, building your own ships, some nice mechanics, and it gets updated frequently, so it's really nice. Anyway, so here we are. We've got this sitting in our cockpit. And there you go. Just like any other ship that I've shown you, you get to move stuff around like this. Q and E can actually fuck up what it ends up looking like, but it still does that. For third person, you can see right here. Now, see this. We're in the bathroom right now. This is what third person looks like. And, yeah. This is the bathroom, and I can actually show you it more once I change position. So, yeah, the third person's a little fucked up. But anyway, there's my soulless eyes. Like I said, that's why I was confused earlier. So here you go. It's just like imagining 3 people in those chairs. Pretty cool. It's pretty big. It's really big, actually. And you can see that right there. Now, what does that look like? That looks like a turret, does it not? Yeah. If do this. Bathroom. Look at. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. It's like free cam, but really weird. Huh? Okay. Whatever you say. Anyway, there we go. Now, things are not screwed up anymore. And what do we have on the top? The turret! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the turret. And I have all my vision fucked up. Alright. There we go. Now I can actually look around again. So, this bit opens. I wish I could have shown you the whole thing, but this bit opens and out comes this turret that I really can't even sort of show you. Damn it. Well, yeah, it's that turret right there. Nice turret. I'll try to get on top and look at it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out. Spinny chair. Spinny chairs are cool. So now we've got this. This chair comes down. We can't actually use it right now, but it's there. And I can't remember how I got on top of this shit before, but alright. And another one would come down here, but it isn't. You know. Alright. So I've never actually gotten on top of this ship before, so let's see if I can now. That it's important. You can see it kind of just barely fits in this little hangar bit right now. Right here, and this is not, because this is not where it's supposed to be. Because I'm using exploits to get it here. Alright, there we go. So, now what? There we go. Alright. I'll probably do it. Oh. Yes, okay. Woo! Alright, and this light, you can see it's just right on it. So, you know. And I like that it's really bright, since it is right on it. So, yeah. It's not supposed to fit in here, it's not supposed to be in here at all. And you can see that there's no way this would ever get in here or out of here. But here's our turret. Yes, our nice little turret. So, you can see if you were sitting in it, kind of what it would be like. It would be like, kind of like that. And that's the ship right there. That's the turret. It's a small little thing, flat little thing. It's a nice little thing. And, yeah, again, this is kind of the equivalent to the Millennium Falcon, this ship is. And you can see it's got your top hatch, it's got hatches all over the place. It is based on the Millennium Falcon, and it's, I believe it's actually based on, I can't say for sure, but you can see it's got the dual turrets there, it's got your, you know, really exposed glass bit in the front, it's got the two circles on the side, the circle on the top, it's, you know, it's the Millennium Falcon. And it's enough for a lot of crew members. So yeah, it's Millennium Falcon. And I believe I've got myself stuck here. That's not good. Is that good? No, alright, there we go. So, yeah, there's some storage bays here. That's just about the Constellation. So yeah, let's head on to the next and last bit, and let's go take a look at the MISC Freelancer. Miscellaneous, I guess, is what that means. It might just be a brand, but I don't know why it would be miscellaneous Freelancer. Whatever. Alright. Getting used to it. So, we're back in the same hangar, and here is our regional. Here is our final ship. I don't know why I said original. The Freelancer. And, you know what this is? This right here is pretty much the Planet Express ship, and that's why it's my favorite. Because, for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Futurama fan. I've seen all of the episodes 1,000 times, and I can do a pretty good Farnsworth impression, that's what I'd say. Anyway, so, and also there's a skin on the RSI store called Shut Up and Take My Money, and it's $5, and it's a ship skin, and I cannot but think it must be the I mean, it must be Planet Express skin, right? I mean, that would just be so perfect. So, yeah, this is, I don't know what I did wrong. There's our ship. Nothing at all on it. So that, it's exactly the same thing. It's got landing gear that doubles as the entrance. It's a, like, relatively same shape. It's got wings like that. And it opens in the back, although the Planet Express ship doesn't, I don't think. I mean, maybe it does when it wants to. And, you know, it's got your turrets and stuff, which is nice. And it's a really nice ship, too, except for that fucking... the windshield. It's terrible. If they just got rid of... there's a lot they could do that would make it better, but that windshield's terrible. God, that's loud. Anyway, alright, so let's walk right up here. It's a pretty big ship as well. Maybe you get this, you got all your readouts here. You go up, you got these tables, and assumably these things fold up, because it looks like they do, and there was a picture of some guy eating at one, so I feel like they've got to do that. It's little data things. You got your sink here. This is like an equivalent of an RV as well. You got your sink, a mirror, you know, you got a shower and a toilet all put together, and it's terrifying and awful. And then up here you got your two beds, unaccessible so far. You can't actually sit in these back seats, although you can sit in the co-pilot seat, I think. Can you? Yeah, there you go. Co-pilot seat. Here, I don't think I can move this thing. No, I can't, because, you know, not the co-pilot's responsibility. So yeah. It's got 4 beds, 4 seats, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and... well, actually, no, I guess I'll show you this first. Go back here, and it doesn't stop here. The fun never ends. And here's our area. We got these claws, probably to pick cargo up. This whole thing's probably for cargo back here. Well, you probably know it is. I mean, it's a freighter. Do this. Okay, I didn't do it. But there we go. This opens on the back here. It's nice. And something else we can do. It's a little steep, and I don't like that. But we could put the. We can also put the golf cart in here if we want. Ah, shit, I didn't do it. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna do this. Ah, it gets loud. Woo! Alright. So, now we're on the top, and you got this little turret here. Again, very much like the Planet Express ship, actually. When it has turrets, they're like that. This whole thing is essentially the Planet Express ship, and I like that. So, yeah. Let's just go ahead and go back down. And you can walk right up there, but you can't actually open that from the bottom, so we're just going to go through here. Good news, everyone! I've learned to sit down. Yeah, I thought I'd do that. Anyway, so here we go. Here's the pilot seat, and this one we do get to do all this stuff with, and you can see using Q and E, and also if you do that too much, eventually it ends up looking weird. But yeah, do that, we got all these nice readouts here, just like any other ship. Do F1, we can go into third person, just like any other ship. Press B, and we have control over the camera now, and you can see what it looks like that, and you can see just how big this ship is. Pretty big, pretty long. Soulless eyes, terrifying person, but still, yeah. Let's go ahead and go out here, and you can see this windshield is so odd. I mean, okay, this, flying out of this, no, it's not gonna happen. Flying is not gonna work this way. So they're gonna have to make some adjustments to this, I think. And maybe they'll have the ability to disable this, you know, the surroundings when you're in it, and I'm not gonna really like using that, but I guess I'm gonna have to for this bit. So, alright, F1, and, yeah, there you go. So this ship, scale-wise, is huge, actually. If you look at your character here, and how big this is comparatively, it's pretty damn big. And, rightly so, it's a cargo ship, it's a freighter. And it's got a lot of guns on it, and if it weren't, you know, if it weren't using this exploit, I would, you know, have guns on the sides there. So yeah, it's a really nice, huge ship. I do love the way you enter it, even though I don't like that you have to use the animation. And it's a big ship, and it's going to be fun to fly, I think, as long as they fix the windshield problem. Yeah, I really like this ship. This is my second favorite ship next to the 300 series ships, because, obviously because of the Planet Express thing, but I just like that it's so livable. It's nice. So let's go ahead and step right down. I like that he bows his head there. Alright, so there you go. That is the MISC Freelancer, and actually, that's the whole hangar module, just about. If you have variants of other ships, they will show up too, just like there's a different variant of the Hornet, that stupid piece of shit that I didn't show you any of. Or if you have the variants of the 300 series, so 315P, 325A, and 350R. Or the Aurora. I had the Aurora MR, you could have the Aurora LX, Aurora ES, and Aurora CL. I could have shown you them, but it's just such a pain in the ass, so I didn't. Other ships there are that you can put in the hangar that don't actually do much. There's the, there's the Drake Cutlass, which is a pirate ship. And see, that ship is, in particular, not actually here. It's like, it's fully textured on the outside, but the inside isn't done. So far, all it is a statue, and weirdly, I don't think you can actually put the statue in the game, so I don't know why it's there, but it's interesting. I mean, again, you can't get the Bengal carrier in game, even though you can buy it, and then you can use it when the game fully comes out and all that. But it'd be great if you could use it during the dogfighting module. But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really just the Drake Cutlass and the Vandal Scythe and the Bengal Carrier. All three of those ships are in the files, but you can't actually fly them, get in them. Well, obviously you can't fly them, but you can't actually get in them and look around inside any of them. Which is a shame, because I think looking around the Bengal Carrier would be really cool, and I think that would be enough to keep you occupied for some time, considering how big it is. They added tons of secret rooms, that kind of thing. That'd be cool. So yeah, that is just about the entire hangar module. It's looking really great, and I really hope that CIG lives up to the promises that they've made. And frankly, I love it. I love that they're releasing pre-alpha bits for us to actually see what the game's going to look like and see how far they've come so far. And I'm thinking, they originally wanted, what, like 6 million? They already are at about 18 million at the time of this video. And it's amazing. They're going to have this game's going to be done faster than they could ever expect. They expect it to be out by 2015. With all this money they're getting, I bet it'll be out before then. So anyway, yep, that's the hangar module. I hope you enjoyed the video. Rate, comment, subscribe if rating is even a thing. It's just something I'm used to saying from an old account. And yeah, so there we go. And menu again. Is something different here? Looks like it's less red. It is less red. Wasn't that orange? Oh, whatever. Alright, so hope you enjoyed.